Hello guys, this is the 2024 Hyundai Elantra Limited. For 2024, the Hyundai was facelifted, so Hyundai did add a good amount of things to the Elantra. There is the SE, SEL, and Limited for now, but later on Hyundai will add the N line and the N. And there is Elantra Hybrid, so that's going to be coming later. The color on this limited trim is called Intense Blue, and honestly it looks amazing. But let's go ahead and take this 2024 Hyundai Elantra Limited on a POV test drive and see how it does. Alright, here is the interior of this 2024 Hyundai Elantra Limited. It looks amazing from the outside. The inside is honestly the same. I do like this facelift, but I do have mixed feelings about it. I think the face is just too compressed or too squeezed, but it does look modern and up to date. The inside is the same, nothing really changed, and yeah, it's just a facelift. The back honestly looks exactly the same except the bottom part, so the plastic is just a little bit different. Something that is really cool about this limited trim, it has 3D view and 360, so you could zoom in and zoom out. Camera system is very clear. There is 3 different modes or angles. You could see the rims, and then there is this 3D view, which is honestly amazing on a Elantra. Very high resolution, looks amazing. I really wish that the color matched the car, but I think that's completely fine. And yeah, for an Elantra to have something like this, I think this is amazing. This Elantra has front and back parking sensors. Seats are nice and comfortable, wrapped in leather. Gear shifter is nice and smooth, does have plus and minus. And here are the drive modes: normal, sport, and smart. Let's go ahead and take this Elantra on a drive and see how it does. There's beautiful 10.25-inch screens, very high resolution. This interior is very similar to me, because I did own a 2023 Hyundai Elantra N, so did honestly look very similar. As I told you guys, this car is finished in intense blue, and this color looks amazing. For now, there is 3 trims on Hyundai website. There is the SE, SEL, and Limited, the N line, and the hybrids, and the full N that will be added later on. There is a camera, blind spot camera. If you signal right or left, it will turn on. It uses the camera underneath the mirror. You could turn on the camera system by clicking this button. So right now it's viewing the front. You could change the view so you could see the rims. Very handy and honestly amazing. Camera system in this Hyundai is just perfect. Interior is nice. There's a lot of plastic, but that's completely fine. This is an Elantra. The price on this one is $28,000. By the way, this limited trim has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I do not have my USB Type A, so I cannot use Apple CarPlay. I have my Type C, and the Type C here in this Elantra is only for charging. It's not for CarPlay. In the Kona that I drove today, it does have 2 USB Type Cs in the front and back. This Elantra does actually have USB Type Cs in the back, but I really wish that it had Type Cs here in the front, both of them, for both. This 2.0 naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine is nice and responsive. Steering wheel is wrapped in leather. Interior is nice and spacious. The seats are comfortable. They are wrapped in leather. A lot of leg room in the back in this Elantra. We're gonna hop on the highway and we'll see how this Elantra will do. I do have it in sport mode. And let's go ahead and do an acceleration right here. Feels nice and solid when accelerating, nothing crazy. I'll talk about the horsepower and torque numbers when I hop on the highway. As I told you guys, I did own a 2023 Elantra N, and the handling on the N is insane. But this actually feels very solid. Steering wheel feels nice and heavy, and overall this car feels actually very good around turns. Suspension is nice and solid, and yeah, definitely a very, very good suspension. There's 3 drive modes. There is Smart, Normal, and Sport. And it is on Smart now. So basically Smart, it will detect if it needs to be in normal mode or sport mode, depending on if you're driving slow or fast. On the highway, this thing drives nice and smooth, very comfortable. Feels well put together. Even closing the doors, it feels very nice and solid. I really like this camera. It helps a lot. This Elantra has rear, does have auto dimming rear view mirror. It is nice and big, almost frameless. There is halogen lights. Driving this Elantra, as I said, it feels nice and solid. This transmission and engine are very, very good. As I told you guys, it does have a 2.0 naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine. It is connected to an IVT transmission, and this IVT transmission is actually very good. It does have the fake shifting, but definitely feels like a normal transmission. It doesn't feel like those cheap CVT transmission that some car companies make. This engine produces 147 horsepower and 132 pound-feet of torque. And yeah, those numbers don't really sound that much, but honestly, they are enough for this Elantra. This Elantra weighs around 3,000 pounds, so those numbers are definitely good. This Elantra has all the nice safety features: safe exit, blind spot monitoring system, rear cross traffic, emergency braking, lane keeping assist, steering assist, and I'm not sure if I mentioned, but it does have safe exit. Having the steering wheel wrapped in leather, it just makes the car very, very premium. Very responsive, and this thing definitely feels light. Let's go ahead and test the brakes here. Brakes are definitely good. The bite, the pad, everything just feels very solid. The steering wheel is extremely light. Seating position is perfect, and the seats are nice and comfortable. Let's go ahead and do an acceleration right here. Accelerates nice and smooth, and I really like the way how it delivers the power. I am truly impressed with this limited trim. Feels solid, comfortable, spacious, a lot of leg room and headroom in the back. There is USB Type-Cs, and I'm glad that Hyundai started putting USB Type-Cs in the back, even on their lower trims. So I think Hyundai is doing a great job. I just finished driving the Kona, and the Kona is such an impressive SUV. I just finished driving the N-Line, and the way how it drives is just amazing. Again, guys, there is two 10.25-inch screens. This one is, of course, touch. This one is not touch. This limited trim has smart cruise, stop and go. Let's go ahead and activate the safety features. So the car is driving by itself, steering by itself. It will slow down if the car in front of me is doing, if it's doing low speed or lower speed. It will keep me in the lane, and Hyundai system is very, very good. Climate control looks good. Hyundai did not really change a lot here. Actually, everything is the same. So there's a dual climate control with 3 stages of automatic function. There is built-in navigation in this limited trim. The car will give me a message once in a while, tell me I have to touch the steering wheel. So just to make sure that the car knows that I'm paying attention. Some shortcuts, a volume knob. There is no tune knob, which is completely fine. There's a few controls right here on the steering wheel. There is the safety features right here on the right, and on the left there is the voice command, phone controls, volume controls. On the newer Hyundais, they did actually move the safety features to the left. I honestly prefer them on the right side. I think it's better that way. Right here there's brightness control, traction control. Seats are comfortable. Seeing out of this car overall is perfect. Mirrors are nice and big. This limited trim definitely adds a lot of features, guys. For $28,000, I think the features in this Elantra is insane. 360 camera, 3D view camera. It has rear and front parking sensors, a sunroof, a standard size sunroof, halogen lights. I really wish that Hyundai gave us LED lights, but that's fine. Wired Apple CarPlay. I'm not sure why Hyundai gives us wired on their better system. On the smaller system, Hyundai doesn't does give us Apple CarPlay. So it's kind of weird that on this system it's wired, on the other system it's wireless. I'm not exactly sure why, even though this one is the advanced system. Again, guys, brakes are very, very good. A lot of plastic in the interior, but I think that's fine. The cup holders are actually nice and big. I don't think the 2023 had big cup holders and deep cup holders like this. There's brake hold, e-brake, parking sensors, a camera to turn on, a button to turn on the camera. Here is the 3D view. It looks honestly amazing. I really, really love this 3D view. And then of course you have the drive mode button. Steering wheel is nice and heavy in sport mode. Such a beautiful, comfortable sedan. it looks very good from the outside. Has that nice beautiful design. It is very modern, has all the nice safety tech, and yeah, overall suspension is good, comfortable. Gets great MPGs, I believe 31 in the city, 40 on the highway, and 35 combined if I'm not mistaken. So definitely good numbers. I like the way how the vents look like. There is good storage place right here. Plastic, but that's fine. Says leading vehicle is driving away. So that's a nice feature. But yeah, overall, I think this Hyundai is priced very good for the amount of features it has, and honestly feels very sporty. Even though it's just an Elantra Limited, it feels very, very sporty, and I really like the driving, the feel of this Elantra. Blue Link SOS, so basically with Blue Link you could turn on and turn off the car, lock it, you could find where the car is. There's USB type C, USB type A, and a 12 volt. It just does it very, very good. 147 horsepower and 138 pound-feet of torque are enough for this Elantra. Brakes are nice and solid. Steering wheel is wrapped in leather. Let's go ahead and do a turning radius and see how good the turning radius in this Elantra. This comes in handy. I really, really like it. Turning radius is actually alright. The Kona had a better turning radius. The Kona just felt like it was turning around itself. It was just an amazing thing. Almost felt like it had a rear steering in the Kona. But yeah, overall, I think this car is amazing. The buttons and switches, some of them feel cheap, but I think that's fine. This right here is actually soft. This is plastic. Actually, this is soft, and this whole thing right here is soft. But yeah, overall, nice, spacious, comfortable sedan. It gets great MPGs, 40 MPGs on the highway. That's amazing. By the way, the rims look very good. The size is 225, 45, 17. They actually kind of look a little bit bigger, but I'm glad that they're 17 and there is a good amount of rubber. Driving this Elantra on the highway, it is actually very nice and quiet. Yeah, the cabin is nice and quiet. There is no road noise or wind noise, but it could be a tiny bit quieter on the highway, like when a motorcycle passes by or a truck passes by. I really wish it was a little bit quieter, but I think that's completely fine because this is an Elantra. It's not a Mercedes-Benz or a BMW. But I am truly impressed with this Elantra Limited. It has amazing features. It drives like the prior to the facelift, so before the facelift and after the facelift, basically it's the same, but the amount of tech and features in this Elantra is just amazing. Safety features work amazing. Everything is very easy to use. This car has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, 3D view, 360. I'm not sure if I do think that the mirrors are auto dimming. I'll check if they are. But I am truly impressed with this car. The seats are comfortable, wrapped in leather. Steering wheel is wrapped in leather. And yeah, overall, very good stuff. So the design from the outside looks good. I love the fact that it shows the speed, pedestrian, stop signs, yield. a lot of things. And yeah, the amount of features in this limited trim are just insane. This blind spot camera, the 3D view, and yeah, just so many things. Hyundai added a lot of features, and I really like that. Design from the outside looks very good. I really like the front and back. The back did not really change that much. By the way, it does have ambient light. Let me actually go ahead and change that. Lights, ambient light. It is one touch, brightness and color. It is actually very deep in the settings. My Elantra N did have this ambient light, but I really wish that Hyundai did a little bit better job with the ambient light, but I'm glad that there's this nice ambient light inside. Definitely looks very good at night. But that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I would like to thank Sam and Key Hyundai of Milford for providing me this Elantra. If you guys are around, if you guys are interested, make sure to come and check them out. I'm gonna go ahead and put the information and link at the bottom of this video. And if you guys are interested in any car detailing products, I'm gonna go ahead and link my website in the bottom of this video. If you guys are interested in microfiber towels, tire shine, polishing pads and things like that, make sure to check out my website. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe because it does help a lot. And as always, I'll see you next time.